Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It is the 14th of April. We have a roadmap update for you, as well as a new PTU patch for Alpha 3.17. Let's jump straight in. With the roadmap update, this time we only have changes to the progress tracker, so basically nothing on the release view. Progress tracker, that's features that don't necessarily sit in any particular patch yet. They're things that they're working on. They're basically Cloud Imperium schedule for work, rather than this is coming with this patch. So this makes sense though, that we're only getting progress tracker stuff this time around, because we're waiting on Alpha 3.17 to go live. Though Cloud Imperium did suggest that the next update in 2 weeks' time might show us more of what's going on with Alpha 3.18 and its features beyond cargo and salvage. Anyway, mag stripping / refill has been pushed off the roadmap due to a shift in priority to ammunition work being done in Q3 and Q4 of this year. This feature is being removed from the weapon feature team's schedule temporarily until it can be properly rescheduled. So mag stripping and refill was literally being able to take bullets and ammunition out of magazines and then put them in other magazines, so a bit more control of your ammo. We do have a few additions to that progress tracker though. We'll talk about the projected completion times for these features as well, or at least the work they currently have planned on them. So we've got seated item handling. This feature will add the ability for players and NPCs to use items or smaller weapons while seated in a passenger seat of a vehicle or ship. This is on the active feature team schedule for targeted completion at the end of Q4 this year. Sliding. This feature will introduce a new traversal method for players, allowing them to traverse short distances by sliding along the floor. This will add a new element to combat situations. This feature was previously removed and now has been re-added as part of the active feature team schedule, again planned for the end of Q4 for its completion. Stanton fashion clothing. The creation of additional fashion outfits, both masculine and feminine, for the Stanton system. This has been added to the Star Citizen character art team schedule, and work is expected to be completed around the start of June. But expect lots of different variants of clothing, probably accessories and little modular changes and things like that as well, because they want to have loads and loads of different clothing types, or at least slight variants of it, so you don't see NPCs that look too similar. Mantle Tier 2, so improving the existing mantling feature, including mantling up to a surface without a wall to push up against, jumping over a gap to reach a mantle, and overall improved detection radius. This feature has been added to the active feature team schedule and currently is planned for completion early to mid-July. Microtech Lagrange points, so this is the sort of rest stops and locations in between planets and just out in the star system, so you've got sensible locations for rest stops, but they're implementing additional rest stop locations surrounding Microtech, including both the stations themselves and gas clouds surrounding them. This feature has been added for the EU sandbox and lighting team schedules. Work is planned to be completed mid to late May. This all sounds very FPS and polish heavy, sort of completing out the Stanton system, making FPS as good as it can be, or at least a lot of FPS heavy features, which makes sense because Cloud Imperium are trying to push out Squadron 42 completion and make Star Citizen and even potentially Theatres of War as smooth as possible. And you partly do that by making all the FPS stuff that you need to do work properly, being able to shoot weapons from seats of vehicles, being able to slide, being able to mantle more appropriately. Let's take a look at this latest PTU patch 3.17.0R. On the PTU, there is a temporary rebalance of inventory capacities for all ships. Quantum drives should now engage consistently. There should no longer be a viz area issue between customs and traveller rentals in Riker Memorial Spaceport. Area 18 traveller rental kiosks should no longer appear blank when accessed. Mining lasers and consumables should now apply their properties to mining deposits. Missiles should no longer behave jittery when under heavy server load. The Origin 85X landing gear should no longer be stuck in the hangar floor after spawning. The Aurora ship interactions should no longer obscure interactions with multifunction displays. The Gemini and the Bearing sniper rifle recoil should now be working correctly. they fixed 5 client crashes, 4 server crashes, and 1 server deadlock as well. Cloud Imperium said, "We've updated logic to cause servers to force kick players out of servers after about a minute if the server is detected as a deadlock. This should help avoid players getting stuck in a server deadlock for extended periods, which may cause multiple other issues." Actually, I was stuck in a deadlock the other day. Me and Zin actually thought it was a 30k. It turns out it was actually a server deadlock. Beyond this, there are still various known issues that Cloud Imperium need to solve. Extraction lasers can pick up more shards than they actually should be able to, and that can then cause them to all be thrown around and collide with each other. Friends lists, unable to see some accounts when adding to friends list, which isn't ideal. Player HUD spammed with constant assist notifications. Custom mobiGlas casings break the mobiGlas functionality. Last held item teleports back to your hand, which is really annoying. Turret acceleration changes have been reverted to pre-3.17 while they work out on rebalancing, which is going to be coming in a later release. As I've said in a previous video, Cloud Imperium will be looking at those turret accelerations in the future, and it will probably be a reasonably good sort of pass and polish at that. Although I'm hoping that Cloud Imperium look at turrets and go, I want these to be incredibly deadly and very powerful when they are manned turrets, and they should be balanced as such in the short to mid-term at the very least, but we'll have to wait and see. Players cannot buy components directly into ship storage. That's going to be coming later in the PTU cycle still. AI markers are present when opening the mobiGlas, which can make it hard to read. Ships can explode after a player exits them. Many mineable asteroids can't be scanned. While docked at a starfarer, the Valkyrie will continuously tilt instead of remaining stationary. Players with positive health can enter a state similar to being downed without the incapacitated UI or VFX. Shops are spawning item boxes of purchasable items. Beyond what's listed there, injuries seem pretty common and sometimes a bit annoying when you seem to get them for little reason. Obviously, they did tweak injuries and health and some of the other stuff with the medical gameplay. Sometimes you just seem to get an injury and you shouldn't have really got it, in my opinion. There's also some issues with infinite loading still and lots of other minor bugs. However, Cloud Imperium are continuing to progress on that patch. I think we could see a live patch, live build at the end of next week, if all goes well, in my opinion. In the meantime, the open PTU is getting more and more playable with each patch, mostly, and it's worth jumping in, having a look, seeing that river, playing around with the Hull A if you've got access. And that's your Star Citizen news update for today, but I'm interested to know what you think. Have you been playing Alpha 3.17? What are you thinking of the PTU at the moment? Has it been terribly broken? Have you been having a laugh still? What do you think of the roadmap updates? Are you looking forward to some of these features that are coming, or do you not really care about too much of the FPS sort of features that you're expecting to come into the game at some point anyway? Are you wanting to hear more about sort of major gameplay loops and major mechanics? Have you seen that the Expanse, the Mysk Expanse, is on sale now? Are you going to purchase one? Do you like the idea of a mobile refinery ship? Or you're like, well, I'm not really into mining too much. Or you've got a prospector, but you don't want to also run a refinery. Are you in a mining org and you're like super excited by it? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I was feeling tired and sluggish. I found out that I was allergic to adverts and malware in 2022, which means I can't use the internet. If only there was a service that could help. Wait! There is! NordVPN.com/BoredGamer! It's NordVPN that I use, and it blasts away a load of my advert and malware-based concerns, while allowing me to freely explore the internet. Maybe I want to be in the USA today, and pretend that I'm an American. What's this? Now I'm down under in the Australias? Wait, now I'm in the UK. Okay, I live there. That is less impressive. NordVPN has done so much for me. Sign up with the links below or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For April 2022, we're giving away an Origin 400i. It's a luxury exploration and touring ship, which will be great for a small crew wishing to explore the stars or try out a multitude of other gameplay. It's like a little yacht in space, a little piece of luxury. All you need to do to be in for a chance to win that is comment on any of my videos made during April 2022. More details in the description below. If you wish to further support the channel, consider clicking the join button under my videos to become a channel member or even become a Patreon. That goes a massive way in helping with our day-to-day videos and gives you a variety of little exclusives as well. But it should just make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Join today! Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if so inclined, and I'll see you in the verse.